Hello folks, welcome to the channel. It's all about racing. Today we're going to take a look at the number 23 Ford Taurus, that of Jimmy Spencer, that competed in the Winston Cup Series back in 1999. Yes, this is a real throwback here. This was when you were allowed to use cigarettes and alcohol as sponsors. In this case, Winston was the sponsor of this particular car. This is a diecast model. It is made by Racing Champions. It is a limited edition model, one of only 5,000 that they made. I've still got that sealed in the original wrapper. It comes in this absolutely gorgeous, listen to that thing shut. It's like a clamshell box. It has this beautiful A for Racing Authentics on the top of it. You open it up and you see Jimmy Spencer, Winston Cup. And they came with this this little template that they used to measure the cars. I thought that was really neat, but that comes with this. The car itself is red and white. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is one of the few that comes with an antenna. I do like they had the external window braces on there, which you don't see on these very often. Every company makes their stuff a little different from other manufacturers. You take a look at the front of the car. Very nice grill work. Of course, one thing about NASCAR cars, all the lights are fake. They're just decals. And that's what you get on this. I mean, that's what they are. That's what you get. They raced at night. They raced at night here in Richmond, but they did it under the lights. So you got that. And I don't know if you guys remember Jimmy Spencer, but Jimmy Spencer, he was like a bull in a china shop. You put him in a race, and if he got behind, he would run his way to the front and wreck everybody in the way doing. He probably pissed off more drivers than anybody today. Maybe only Kyle Busch was more hated than he was back in the day. I absolutely loved watching him race. He raced in the Winston Cup with this. In the Busch Series Cup, he had a yellow car for the yellow trucking company they raced, and that was just an absolutely amazing car. And we turn around. This is a look at the back. Oddly enough, the trunk on this car doesn't open. For all the fancy packaging and everything else, it does not have a trunk that opens, and that is a little unusual. And there's a look at the interior of the car. One thing I like about the NASCAR cars is you can clearly see inside all of them. The windows aren't tinted. Some of the windows even come out. This is not one of them. But you can see all the cool interior details in there, and they did an absolutely beautiful job with this car. And because this was back in 1999, you had a stick shift. Yes, you had a clutch. I learned how to drive a car with a clutch and a stick shift. So you have that on this car. I'm going to flip it over for a moment here, and we'll take a look at the undercarriage of the car. And as usual, these things are beautifully done. It looks like this is... this was number 756 of 5,000, courtesy of Roush Racing. Now, Roush Racing would go to, in a few years, have their own line of diecast cars that they sold at all their trailers for all their cars. But at the time, Racing Champion was doing theirs. And that's a look at the underbody. And folks, here's a look at the engine bay of the car. And you can see Winston on the inside of the hood, and there you have the spark plugs and all the wires going out, the carburetor. You can see the air filter, the radiator clearly in there, and you can even you can see all the suspension details and everything else. It's just absolutely astounding how they did these cars back in the day. I mean, they are truly classic works of art. I like this one, Noble. I thought is kind of cool. So tell me out there, does anybody remember Jimmy Spencer? Watch him race? I'll tell you, he was fun to watch. He was one of the most incredible guys you'd ever see out there. This is an incredible car. It's one of several Jimmy Spencer cars. I've got the yellow car, which I will do a review of as well. That wraps this review up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.